Well, some Republicans upset with President Trump's DACA negotiations. Yesterday, Iowa Congressman Steve King said DACA amnesty will cost American taxpayers far more than it will to build a wall, and called DACA recipients a burden. Congressman King joins me now in the Fox Business exclusive. Congressman King, President Trump was lauded by a lot of folks, including a lot of never-Trumpers, for reaching out, listening to different ideas in that meeting, and perhaps taking this whole step closer to some sort of resolve, some sort of reform. By the same token, there are a lot of people who've been in President Trump's corner, like Ann Coulter, for instance, livid, upset that DACA is being considered in this way, and you weren't too happy yourself.
No, I'm pretty much in the same vein as Ann Coulter is, only probably not as articulate, Charles. And here's what I remember, is that Donald Trump running for the presidency, getting a wave of support behind him because of his immigration policy, which, by the way, he started this out in Iowa. And I market tested his immigration policy for 14 years in that state and wrote a fair amount of it. And from the very beginning, from the first day that he announced his candidacy, he said he was going to end the executive amnesty that's unconstitutional that was delivered to us by Barack Obama. And I fought it in this Congress all along, and at every opportunity I brought an amendment to cut off all the funding to implement or enforce the unconstitutional DACA policy. Now it got taken out in the Senate and the program continued, but we expected January 20th at noon it was the end of DACA. And on September 5th, instead, we got an announcement that DACA was going to be canceled, came out of the DOJ, with, I think, the approval or even the recommendation of the president, that it would be extended 6 months and be over March 5th. Well, then that was fine. I was happy enough with that. Sooner was better. But then the next day, another tweet came out, and then the negotiations began. And now you heard what happened yesterday. Part
of the problem, though, a lot of the pushback with respect to the previous administration is that it was sort of done by executive fiat, right? And so you have Donald Trump saying, hey, let's put this back into the hands of Congress. This is the way laws in this country should be made. Now, he also wants to get a wall that did pretty well on the campaign trail as well. Is it realistic? Is it realistic for him to get a wall without some sort of compromise on DACA?
I'd say absolutely. Yeah, the wall is a mandate from the American people. They stood out there by crowds of the tens of thousands that chanted, build the wall, build the wall. They didn't chant Bill of Love. They said, build the wall. And if the president wanted the wall badly enough, he could have said, listen, there's going to be a CR that has to be concluded here if the government's going to stay open by January 19th. And so put the funding in it that I need to start that process of a full year's supply of building the wall. And if you don't do that, then I won't sign the bill. Then the Democrats are in a position where they have to decide, well, are they so against a wall that they'd be willing to keep the government shut down essentially in an endless fashion? I don't think so. They would cave, we would have a wall, and we wouldn't need to grant amnesty to the DACA recipients.
It's just hard to imagine Democrats getting blamed for anything by the mainstream media. So if the government did shut down, I have a feeling the narrative would be that President Trump allowed our government to shut down and deprive everyone of everything because of his insistence over a wall. So I'm not sure that President Trump or Republicans would win the PR battle there. But having said that, let's also be honest about the fact you've got a lot of Republicans who are all in on amnesty as well. Where do you get the votes for a wall without any DACA compromise?
Well, I think the president just needed to leverage that, and he needed to say, this is going to happen. And in fact, I sat down with Speaker Ryan on this conversation sometime, it was between the election of president, so during that interim period and during the transition and before we gavelled in this Congress, so a year and a month ago. And he said to me that we need to provide the resources that the president needs to secure our border. That was clearly understood by me to mean the resources to build the wall. If our leadership stood up before our conference and said, we need to get the resources there because this will happen, let's go ahead and get it done. But we haven't heard that. And instead, I'm seeing members that decide they can rethink this, overthink it. The wall is about the cheapest thing that we've got going here. And if they do DACA amnesty, there's a score out there that says $24.5 billion. It'll cost more to grant DACA amnesty than it'll cost to build a 2,000-mile wall, Charles.
Yeah, that's a CBO score recently put out. Representative King, thank you very much. Always appreciate when you come on.
Always my pleasure. Thank you, Charles.